Where's the Queensland spirit now?
Oh, shareholders, you hear that? It's the greatest song of all time. Brought to you proudly by Xxx.
For the first time, shareholders, I am Berkey.
And I am Saucy.
And let me tell you, if you're wondering why we are decked out in Xxx gold, we've got Queenslander jerseys on. Yes, Mum, we made it.
We officially made it. And thank you so much to Xxx. Episode 50.
We are here, brother.
We're here.
Cheers it up.
We've arrived. We've finally arrived.
This is to all the doubters, but this is to all the shareholders that have backed us from day dot.
So many shareholders backing us. 2 dreams have just been made true. Literally by the greatest company, the greatest brewery on earth.
We'll say it again. Winners win, and Xxx Gold and Xxx, you are a winner. And to jump on board the Off-Field Drama podcast,
it's huge.
It is massive.
It's history in the making.
It doesn't get better. Like, Saucy, I think of great partnerships that have come together, like Vegemite and Shapes.
Yeah.
Or
Vegemite and Toast.
Vegemite and Toast. And then you think of when Jay-Z and Kanye do a collab.
Yeah.
But this collaboration right here.
Put that on your mic.
This collaboration right here.
This is huge.
This is Xxx Gold and Off-Field Drama coming together. And can we just say, it's happening on episode 50 where a lot of, haters out there, and you know who you are, said that this has got nothing. It ain't going to last. Well, guess what? We're coming into a Game 3 decider.
Ebb 50.
Ep 50 in our backyard.
50 in the house. Bounce.
50 in the house bounce.
Yeah.
I saw that they were testing light, shareholders.
Maroon. Yeah.
You know we do this up on a Monday, shareholders, and let me tell you, that cauldron has already got an aura about it.
Yeah. God, this set looks good.
Mate, doesn't it?
I mean, you gotta give a shout out first.
We have to.
You said it. If you don't know, Xxx, they got a shitload of products.
Don't they?
Some damn good ones. So Xxx Ultra about to come out, and Tui's Ultra there.
Ultra carbs, yeah.
Zero carb. Not ultra carb, but zero carb.
Good.
You get that ultra taste, but zero carb.
I tell you what, we've had a little suckle on it, shareholders, and does the job.
Yeah. Xxx, they also got White Claw.
They do have a White Claw for the ladies, and I know a lot of blokes out there, they don't mind sucking back on a White Claw.
I know you like it.
Once you've had plenty of Xx's, and obviously we encourage you all to drink responsibly.
Yeah, of course.
But once you have a few, Milton mangoes, and you think, you know what, the bladder, I just need to change it up a little bit.
I like that you said as well, you touched on it, in our backyard. It's just down the road. The brewery's down the road. It makes sense, doesn't it?
I tell you what, and shout out to the great Pat.
Yeah,
we need to.
Patty Gossage.
Anyone else from the team?
Stanger. And Pat Donahue.
And Patty Donahue. I'll tell you what, boys, we can't thank you enough. And this is a partnership that's going to run for plenty of years to come.
Charts only going upwards.
We're doled out, shareholders. I've got Xxx Gold socks, which are an absolute treat to put on.
I know, man. I saw them recently.
They're
some
delicious.
Of our staff had some.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like.
And the cap, which is fantastic. It's a little corduroy number. And then we've got these old school jerseys.
Yeah. No, it feels good. It feels right. Feels real arty beats and like.
It does feel
arty about it.
And we're going to have to play like arty.
Yeah, no, someone's going to have to.
We're going to have to.
The thing is, remember, we're all Queenslanders.
And we also just remember that they just don't get it. And I got to say, Saucy, if there's an omen from today, it's that it's not coming home. And I just thought, we'll touch on that, but I just thought it's just got a bit of a ring to the start of the week because those weasels down south have been extremely chirpy since game 2.
They've been so arrogant.
And they'll say, it's coming home, it's coming home. Well, guess what, dipshits?
It's not.
It ain't coming home, brother.
Coming home. They think they've got us rattled. But
they do.
I don't think they really do. I think they're just confident and they shouldn't be.
I think they think that they're in our heads, but little do they know we just played a little red reverse Uno card.
They're in our house.
They are in our house.
Yeah, and it's a pretty big house.
It's a big house, and it's a big house that doesn't welcome weasels.
Nah, it's weasel free.
It is a weasel free house.
Yeah.
But look, mate, massive. I can't
there's
get over this 4X gold.
There's lots to unpack.
But let's unpack it.
Yeah.
Let's start with Origin.
We've unpacked the biggest.
We have unpacked the biggest.
One person did actually say to me, they said, shareholder said, is it 4X? I think it was Baker.
Did he pick it?
Yeah. He just said you couldn't, like, what couldn't you couldn't have anything else.
You couldn't.
You know?
Like, when you think of the biggest brands in this state, it's 4X Gold.
It's my favourite brand.
And they've jumped on top of us. And we've just scored 50. We've scored 50 and they said, shit, we love you.
Yeah.
So we got to repay him the favour, and that we will.
We will indeed. Thank you, 4X. But plenty to go. Plenty to go in this show. So do you want to just rip into Origin?
Let's rip
what do you
in.
think?
I mean, there's nothing else to rip in at this stage than Origin. Like, we're 48 hours, bit over.
Yeah. What do you think of the team? Are you happy with it?
Happy with the side. There's nothing really we can do now.
Yeah.
It's just a case of show up.
Show up.
And get the job done.
Yeah.
Job done for every Queensland. I think Billy, he loves talking about 5 million.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to need all 5 million come Wednesday night.
Yeah, he'll probably hear him from bloody the other side of the river.
No, he will. He will.
All the Brizzy.
But I've looked at the weather. It's going to be the coldest day of the week.
Yeah.
Top of 16, low of about 7. Favours us.
Steamy as fuck.
I've looked into statistics and we love playing in cold weather.
Is there a waxing crescent?
I haven't looked if there's a waxing crescent. The Bronx could seriously do with a waxing crescent.
There was a bit of a half moon.
Well, was there?
When they lost. So, I mean, not a waxing crescent, but...
My key is, and this is what I want to see, when New South Wales run out in front of 52,500 screaming Queenslanders, and I expect there to be a little drizzle of weasels in there, I want us to make sure that DCE and co, we leave those fuckers waiting out.
Yeah.
Leave them waiting for at least a minute.
Yeah.
I want them sitting out in our backyard looking naked.
I think for Queensland to win, DCE has to be man of the match, or
Gordy said that,
or Paddy Carrigan.
Or Paddy Carrigan.
Yeah.
There's a couple of big players that need to do their job. Dane's in for a massive task.
I kind of like it the more I think of it because he's in really good form.
And he's against Bradman, against his
teammate. He's in
like
stupendous form, like for his age. And he's like, if Daly can do it, I can do it. And Daly's older than him.
Yeah.
Like, Gags has got it. Gags has got it.
Oh, been there, done that.
He never lost
tick.
it. He never lost it.
And Val on the wing, love it a lot.
Plays better on the wing.
That's a man who can finish tries. And the big key, shareholders, I don't know if you saw that photo, but it might just be the sexiest photo. Reece Walsh and KP.
Well, that's the thing. Like, also throw in Hammer and Cobbo. It's a fucking good backline,
Mate,
dude.
when is that good?
Having all four of those people on the field at the same time, something special is going to happen.
Something is special.
Just think about that. KP, Reece Walsh for the first time ever.
Yep.
Throw in a sprinkle of Cobbo.
And
then a big hammer on top of that. Like,
and nail down that hammer.
Yeah.
Because you know that's a big hammer that New South Wales has got to deal with.
Does that excite you a bit?
Mate, the idea...
6 to midnight shit?
It is 6 to midnight shit. I mean, if it excites me, I've taken work off.
Have you? On Thursday?
It's off.
Yeah, it should be a public holiday.
It should be. It should be. And I mean,
We'll be open.
Yes. Well, there's going to be a serious buzz in the air in this place.
Yeah. Well, there's going to have to be.
Well, I mean, it's the home away from homes.
Yeah.
But look, a bloke, a shareholder, he came up to me and I love what he was about. Ponga to go over might just be the best bet of the year.
Has he only scored in one other Origin game, I think? And they won. It was a decider, I think.
It might just
Had Suncorp.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Could be.
I'll explain it.
Throw him on when those fat forwards from Weasel Land are tired, and that is just danger signs.
Yeah. If he...
It's a great... Reece Walsh and KP on the same team is naughtier than fucking
it's insane when you think about it.
It's insane.
Yeah. Did you hear he came out and was like, I've pictured him in my head running down the sideline and passing the ball back on the inside and me scoring. Kid's envisioning himself playing with Walsh and scoring tries. He hasn't even... Like, he's been out for 5 weeks just dreaming of this moment. He's dreaming of winning.
We just win.
Yeah.
Do we think there's points out there, or is it going to be a tight tussle?
I reckon it'll be like one of those ones where it's maybe 3, 4, 5 tries each.
Yeah.
That's so broad. Sorry, I'm going to say like a 20.
24-16?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I mean, if Ben Hunt has to take another fucking intercept charge down, whatever you want to call it,
like,
to do it, then just twist my nut, Benny, and do it.
Not that he didn't even. It wasn't even a charge down. He just plucked that ball out of the air. Like.
Or if,
fucking Benny.
Or if there needs to be a Brett Kamali intercept to Matt Bowen style, like,
and it happens to be KP. I'm okay with that. Who Matt Bowen was also number 14 coming off the bench that game.
And
golden point. I'll take golden point, dude.
Give me oil and rub it everywhere over me. And you can slide up and down because I am that toey for Wednesday night. I've got the luxury of heading.
Yeah.
Courtesy of the team at 4X. Saucy, who's just done a marvellous job. It's obviously his night of nights. So if you're at the game and you see me, get around me because I will be one upper motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a man.
Well, you're gonna vlog it, aren't you? So
I'm
you're going to come
vlogging
out
it.
with a post game day vlog.
That's right, shareholders. 4X Gold have asked me to vlog a night in the life of a Queensland fan, and let me tell you, they have probably picked the most appropriate one.
Yeah, is that what you're going to call it? Night in the life of a
Maroon.
I like
Queenslander.
that.
A night in the life of a Queenslander.
I like that.
POV with Berkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I like this.
I told you, mate. Get around me because I got a bit in it.
I just know what you're capable of.
No. Like, just know, if it goes the way we just said, you're going to see some shit in this POV. No, it'll be all above board, obviously. But I can't wait. From New South Wales' point of view, they got a lot to play for. You know, they're trying to be the third team to win at the Cauldron. Not done since 2005. Don't see it happening. Do I give him a chance? Yeah, of course I give him a chance.
Yeah, respectfully.
Respectfully, but unrespectfully don't think it's going to happen. And respectfully think that they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Latrell out.
It's huge.
It's just, it's tough for them because that's the locker room.
He's like our Inglis.
He is.
Yeah.
Well said. But he's a bit more chirpier.
Yeah. Inglis is a lot more likeable. I will say that.
GI by tenfold. Anyway.
Yeah. But no, I know what you mean. It's like that extra presence. Like he's I got to say it's like that, like a bit of arty.
Yeah,
you know, where, you know, they rise up to that level.
He had a massive game.
Confidence you'd have from
what I love, Saucy, from New South Wales journos in particular, is they believe that the game gets refereed differently at the Cauldron because it's the Cauldron. Hey, guess what, BA and the rest of the crew? What happens when it's at a core stadium? You don't think that crowd doesn't fucking affect the ref?
Well, we won that game. So.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, and, you know, Ashley Klein, let us have you know to make sure that whistle's blown the right way. Point that whistle north, brother. Because the best states are north, Ashley, and do yourself proud. And when it gets to full time, make sure you don't have fucking beer getting hurled at you because you know if you're getting beer hurled at you, it's probably not a good thing.
Not one to throw stones, but Ashley Klein needs to go to Ashley and Martin. You look back at some old games and he had a lot more hair than he does now.
Tell you what, that's a partnership that had worked well together. Ashley Klein and Ashley Martin coming together. So a man of the match you've got.
I think Paddy. I think Paddy Carrigan.
Paddy?
I think he knows he's got to step up and like just dominate that middle. Mo Fotuaika came out and said he's not going to let that happen as well, coming off the bench. So good to know.
Well, they have to.
They can't.
Where's the mongrel? Where is the mongrel from us? And I know we've got it.
They were just unlucky in game 2, I think, with the amount of defence that they had at the very start of the game. And that's Ashley Klein just blowing 6 agains and waving 6 agains.
Who have we got doing the pre-game? Did we ever work that one out?
What pre-game?
The pre-game
the pre-game entertainment.
Yeah.
Dude, I did Tina. Is it Tina Turner?
Oh, don't tell me.
Is it the Tina Turner impersonator?
Yeah,
there
singer? You go. Jeez, the NRL are good for an impersonator.
She's good though. I've heard her before and she's good. She's done something else.
She did the grand final last year.
I think it's her. It's the same one.
I saw Alfie boogieing with her.
Oh, you got to respect her.
Oh, you know Tina Turner's getting down with Alfie.
Alfie.
You know Tina Turner's getting down with Alfie.
Alfie met Tina Turner. And
Yes.
we got along with her apparently really well. Well, he said that on the potty with us, episode 7, Shells, if you want to listen back. But he told a good story about Tina Turner.
Yeah, I think I heard it. Yeah, it sounded like an absolute screamer.
Well, I mean, you did hear it because you were sitting here. Whether you listened or not, I don't know.
Oh, we covered some material with the Alf. It's amazing to think after 50 episodes how many guests we've had.
Yeah, lots. I actually have them on my phone, ticked off. And
Yeah.
shareholders, I assure you, there's plenty more in the catalogue to come, which is exciting.
Tommy Gilbert, if we can just touch on that, he was meant to come on for episode 50, but we didn't want him to take the limelight away from 4X Gold and what's being done.
Yeah.
Now, it would have been... Now, I reached out to Tommy.
Yeah.
Okay, and Tommy got back to me and he was stoked. And then I said, does Sunday suit? And I haven't heard back from Tommy. So, Tommy...
So Tommy's just read you. He's
Tommy,
edger.
he's seen me. He's done
He's
me
edger.
dirty, and I know you're listening, Tommy, because we were tooting your horn
Well, you're
with
mates with
Gordy.
him, so.
Yeah, and Tommy knows he's coming on.
Yeah.
Maybe he comes on 51.
Whenever we're on Tommy time.
Well, when he does. What I also want to say is, I wouldn't mind if P. Diddy changed his "It's Coming Home" to "It's Not Coming Home, It's Not Coming Home." Tell England it's not coming home. Not today,
So
not any day.
They lost 2-1.
2-1 to the
Spain,
Spanish. So,
yeah.
can we just stand up
Shout out to Spain.
and just shout all our brothers and sisters in Spain, because all those wankers in England that said once again it's coming home, and even the expat Aussies
Yeah,
that are living over there, that have ear bashed our fucking Facebook groups, Instagram groups, saying how sick it is. Well, tell me how miserable it was at the 90th minute, you dickheads.
You hate England.
I
Like,
just love seeing them lose.
You just don't like the Poms in a big way.
When it comes to sport, no, I don't.
Yeah. Well, they're probably our biggest rival across all sports. They are.
New Zealand, yeah.
New Zealand. New Zealand. No, I was thinking in rugby league, that's about it. But like, comes to cricket, comes to even union itself, like, 2003,
absolutely,
the World Cup.
World Cup.
What else is there that we play in?
Oh, swimming, we fuck them
Yeah,
up.
great. Well, they're Great Britain in the Olympics,
Well,
which is
that's
the
right,
same.
yeah.
And then what
Oh, mate, there's plenty of
am I
sports.
thinking? What am I missing?
Hockey, field hockey, running, you name it, we'll beat them.
We're better at everything.
We're better than
yeah.
everything.
I think it's just like Gordy said, they call us convicts, and
Yeah.
you haven't been called a convict.
No, but if I did get called, a convict, I'd retaliate.
Would you?
Nah,
Gordy style? No.
I couldn't hurt a fly.
Nah, I've never seen you do
No,
anything.
I know, mate. It'd be light work for whoever was calling me a convict. I'll tell you what, I had a shareholder hit me up today and he goes, mate, Chris O's dad, he's a Pom, and he said that Spain just played like they had nothing to lose and England played like they had something to lose. It's like, no, they just don't get it and they hate pressure.
They've lost 2 now.
Well,
They've
they
lost
just keep
back-to-back
losing.
Euros.
Well, no, I think they lost a World Cup. Then they
No, it was the Euros at
was
Wembley.
it?
At Wembley.
against France.
Mate, it might have been France, yeah.
Or Italy.
It was at Wembley, and it was when Wembley got stormed. It was when COVID was on, and they had
I thought they lost to France in the Soccer World Cup final, and they said it
wasn't the World Cup final. No, France and Argentina played, and Argentina
That's
won.
right. Yeah, way to pick
Yeah.
me up on that.
Yeah.
Soccer's not my sport.
The Copa America, I will say, Copa America's on at the same
Argentina
time.
won.
Did they win?
1-0.
Because I saw when Messi went off.
Yeah.
And he was crying, so that's huge. I love Messi.
Swollen ankle.
That's awesome.
From Lineal. But yes, can't remember his name off the top of my tongue, but I was having my eyes and ears to the ground and did see him bury
Martinez.
him.
Martinez.
Eli Martinez, Cozagili. But hey, that little Spanish fella, I want to talk about him because that's the... Excuse me, I've just burped because I've been sinking a little Goldie on a Monday. Lemone, the young 17-year-old from Spain. You want to see what the future of soccer looks like, shareholders?
Yeah, it's Spanish.
He has got the sexiest little left foot on him. Yeah,
Better than Messi.
It will be. There was a photo of this kid when he was a baby and Lionel kissing him. It was like
seen
fucking
that.
Simba.
I've seen that.
It was dead set Simba shit.
Yeah.
And now look at him.
Well, he's risen to greatness.
17 and he's already a European champion, plays for Barcelona.
That's crazy.
Still gets it in England, don't. And massive time for Spain because our boy, you know, who's just a massive fan of the potty, old Carlos Big Balls Alcaraz.
Yeah.
Dusted
Joker.
Novak in 3.
Yeah.
Straight.
Well, did I call that? He's our guy. I called
He's
that.
our guy.
You called.
I called Novak. So we got the Quinella.
Yeah.
We exacted the Quinella, and rightfully so, because that's what we do here on OFD.
He's the world number 1.
He's won 4 Grand Slams now, and he's 21.
How many has he won in a row?
2 Wimbledons in a row. He won last year, and now he's obviously won this year.
Did he win the last? No. What is the Grand Slam where you win it in a calendar year?
Well, when you win all 4, yeah.
Who,
he's just won 4 in total.
Yeah. That is like very rare to win all 4 in 1 year.
Very rare.
It's been done 4 in a row, I think, but to do it in the 1 year is like very, very hard.
I mean, throw that in with an Olympic gold, if you will, and now we're really getting outlandish.
That's insane. The gold.
But
The Golden Grand
But
Slam.
Anyway, he's dusted Novak. Our Carlos is on top. The country of Spain is just winning. And when I was over there, Spain did have a soft spot for Queensland. The Queensland people are reminded a lot
Similar
of
colours.
very similar, and we all have a glow. We have a bit of they call it the sunny coast glow, which rises in Spain and falls in Queensland here. So
Catalonia.
I tell you what, buckle up, shareholders, because if we're speaking Spanish by the end of tonight, it's only good things. And our man, just speaking of Spain, let's talk about probably the biggest news in the last 24 hours. And that's the great man, D. Trump.
Donald J. Trump.
Donald Trump.
How does that relate to Spain, just quickly? Speaking of Spain.
I know he's trying to do a trade deal allegedly in Spain. And I can't remember what it's over, but he's currently in the midst of trying to sign some foreign policy with the Spanish, allegedly.
Yeah, good.
So I only thought it was polite to touch on the former Prime Minister because...
The former Prime Minister.
President, that is, of course. Asterisk shareholders.
Jesus.
I'm up and about.
Yeah.
I want to know how a little dipshit 20-year-old is sitting on a fucking warehouse and we're meant to have...
Tread carefully.
Allegedly. America's meant to have the greatest, security, secret service, and how they let little Crookie, his surname was Matty Crook.
Crook.
You can't script it.
Yeah, right. That's
the Crookster.
That's Crook. Well,
and he's sunbaking on a warehouse with a sniper, and the Secret Service let him go.
I've got to say, just quickly before we get into it, respect goes to the family of the people that died. I think there was there
absolutely.
2?
No, he was a firefighter.
Oh, that's awful. It's awful.
Oh,
no, when I heard about it, I just thought,
awful.
that's the worst.
Oh, terrible. No, that's why
Was there one or two that died?
One dead, 2 injured.
Yeah, that got...
I haven't got an update on if it's critical or what their stages are, but...
No, I do agree. He was 275 metres away outside the security perimeter.
130.
130,
130
right.
from Donald.
That seems more...
133 from D. Trump.
Right. I saw 275, which I thought, how in the hell can you... how is he that good of a shooter to be...
Well, it's funny because I watched interviews, here on OFD, shouters, we do our research.
Yeah.
And as I was extremely busy at work today, I found just a small time to just look into it.
Yeah.
And they interviewed a couple of people at his former school, and from all reports, he didn't have a good shot. And obviously that was the case because he missed. Well,
he got his ear. He took his ear off.
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah, maybe not too bad.
Mate,
can
you honestly imagine if that was captured on film? Trump getting assassinated?
Can I say...
how close was that to just being on live television?
Measure what an ear is from a... So he did get clipped on the ear. I thought it was someone else's blood. Yeah,
no,
right.
Shit, yeah, he got clipped. He got clipped on the ear. And then he he dropped to the ground, and then the Secret Service came in, covered out, and then he gets up, and that's that iconic photo with the blood on his face.
Well, and
they all started going, USA.
Probably what we will look back on in 50 years' time when Xxx Gold is still sponsoring OFD.
Yeah.
And when they do the 50-year reunion of that photo, which you know they will, we will still be here with
coincides
4X.
with that week.
It will. Well, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. We're 24 hours away from I'm going to say it's going to be the most iconic photo of our generation.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Now, what I want to know is one, it must have been the wind because he must have had him on his head and then there must have been a gust.
He moved a bit because he heard it and then looked over, and that's why, I don't know. 5
bullets were shot?
Is that right? Yeah,
Well, you know we love a punt here, and you don't need to be a wizard to work this out. I was on the blower to a shareholder on Friday, and I said, mate, I'll be honest with you, $1.56 for D Trump just seems like good value. Now
to win the election?
To win the election.
Right. If he makes it.
Well, yeah, if there's no one.
No more fucking
If there's
idiots.
no crookies out there. But anyway, as expected, after what's happened, there's been an absolute crunch. He's into $1.33.
Well, I think it's
so the punters have just come for him.
I think it's more of the fact that Biden just keeps continuing to.
No.
He continues to just do his thing and not impress anyone and be who he is.
Mate,
it's crazy that it's between the two of them. Of all the people in America, it baffles me still.
No, but Sunday, what occurred on Sunday is exactly what Donald Trump's campaign's all about. Like, you see those photos, and that's what he wants to see.
America.
Shoot at me, baby. We're you know.
Yeah.
Make America great again or whatever the hell it is. So he's been crunched.
It's just nuts, though, that...
We've missed the price. We've missed the price, shareholders.
Biden calling him his vice president, calling Trump his vice president.
Well, there you go.
And then he introduced the Ukrainian president or prime minister, who I don't know if the Ukraine is the president or prime minister, introduced him as Putin. And they're at war together. Oh. And then he goes, sorry, Mr. Zelensky, President Zelensky. Like, he needs, it's just, someone needs to go, Joe, you've had a good run. Yeah. Pack it up, all
his wife.
Yeah.
She has a duty of care. I mean, the fact of the matter is, they're still there. This assassination isn't over. I think we've got another one. Yeah,
that's what I said. If he makes it, a lot of people are saying, how is this the first one that's happened in all these years? Like, a lot of people hate him.
Well, you get your money back if you backed him.
This is some serious rogue, like very rogue chat.
You'd get your money back. They'd pay you back for a death. But anyway, he's alive and well.
You seriously looked into this?
No, I don't know. I don't know, but that'd be pretty low from the betting
Is it not just insane that this... I mean, like...
I couldn't believe it when I woke
bad things
up.
happen in the world, but... Like, how do they let that sort of happen? Like,
mate.
I don't know.
Mate, I tell you what, it's a good question because... I really don't know. In better news, I need to give a shout out to a goal umpire, David Roden.
Not Alex Wetton.
Don't know who that little shady bastard is, but the goal umpire David Roden last week, he umpired his 100th game. Goal umpired. Now, if you want to look back on this man's tape, every time he signals a goal, he has the biggest, brightest smile on his face, and all the people in America could learn a thing or two off Davey Roden. Yeah. So I just want to shout him out. I know he's a big-time listener of the show.
Him. Yeah.
100 games.
Be good like an NRL or...
Like, have a look at him.
Oh, I love that.
Like, talk about a bloke that loves his job.
Yeah.
Like, I bet you there's a few people that you've worked with in your time that could fucking smile like Davey Roden.
Oh, a smile does wonders to you, mate. It does wonders for the world, smiling.
Here, with my job, we have a rule. Before you make the call, we want you smiling.
Yeah, that's
so it makes you know you're going into a call happy.
Yeah. Give me like 15 seconds here just to run with something, all right?
I'll give you 25.
Shareholders, if you're at home listening, if you're in the car listening, wherever you are, just, smile. Just put that. Oh, I thought you were going to give me 25.
Oh, sorry.
Smile. Smile. Yeah, you're definitely smiling now. Get that grin going. The endorphins go up. the dopamine goes up. You're feeling better, shareholders. And there you go. That's me. That's me for the week.
Mate, I'm absolutely smiling. I'll tell you that much for $9.95. I'm smiling because I'm drinking a 4X Gold.
Oh, it's the greatest.
Seriously, buckle up, Suns. Talking about Suns, now that's a team that is the definition of plays good footy at home and plays terribly away. They cannot buy a win when they play away.
Yeah.
Haven't won since, I think, halfway through round... it might have been round 12, allegedly, Shells, last year. Haven't won on the road.
Wow.
But have continued to win at home.
Yeah, right.
Now, you talk about home field dominance, but then you also talk about the inability to play away. Now, the reason I say this is because I know there's a fair few shareholders in the single market that don't mind to play away.
What do you mean by that?
There's a fair few shareholders, if you know what I mean, that don't mind wearing the away jersey. Now,
I've got no idea what you're saying.
Sometimes when you're on the open market, you need to wear the home jersey. I tell you what, I'm the opposite to the Suns. I've been wearing the away jersey a lot of places. But I'm wearing the home jersey today.
You got it on, bruh.
I've got the home jersey. I'll kiss it on the emblem. But sometimes the Suns just need to win away.
Oh, mate.
They just can't buy a win.
The Lions.
The
Speaking
Lions
about
had
the
a
Lions.
good win. The Hawks had a great win.
Yeah.
Hawks, I tell you what, shareholders, if you don't follow AFL and you need to follow AFL, watch Hawthorn because they're a special team to watch. Lions are playing this Sunday, I believe, against the Swannies. And Swans will be wearing their away jersey. And another massive thing that happened today, and it was a first. Now, once I just gathered myself here, it was a first. It was a first in the MLB, and it's the segment that keeps on giving this segment. So I'm just going to rip in sources, and we do need a theme song for this segment because
we do. We really do.
My legend of the week, shareholders, and it's someone that it's an area in the world of sport that we haven't touched on. So I think it's very appropriate that for episode 50 we look outside the box.
Yeah.
Okay. Travis Bazanza.
Yeah,
Bazana. Right. Travis.
It was not Bilzerian, not to be mistaken.
No, not Bilzerian. Travis Bazana. Number one.
Number one. Is he Japanese? Number one.
Let me run that back. In the 2024 MLB draft, the Cleveland Guardians select Travis Bazana from Australia.
Oh, wow.
From Australia.
What number? What number?
Number one.
No, bull crap.
Bullshit, all right, yeah.
I don't think I've ever said bull crap in my life.
I don't think you have either. So, Bazana was, or we just like to call him the Big Baz Show.
Big Baz.
Or Beat, or TB, or fucking
give me his thing.
Number one overall pick, went to Oregon State. You are our legend of the week. Because you are showing the world that not only are we good at cricket, but yeah, we'll throw a pitch and we'll hit a, home run.
And hit a grand slam. Speaking of grand slams,
well,
you know what that is? Is that what it's called?
A grand slam's when there's three guys on each base.
Is that what they're called as well?
Yeah,
shit, yeah. Well, Bazana, it's kind of like banana. Bazana. Let's call him the big banana.
Let's call him the big banana.
Big banana. Baz the banana.
Basil the banana.
That's insane.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, that is like, when you think about that.
A country that not only is only about 26, 27 million, but let's be real in this country.
We're not baseballers. No, we're not baseballers at heart.
No way.
A lot of good ones out there.
No way,
a lot of good
Jose.
ones out there.
Oh, there's plenty out there in the little fish.
Yeah. No, that is like, if you really think about that, imagine one of, in a couple of years' time.
That's exactly right.
If America picks their act up in like league or uni, whatever, them being drafted. Like it's almost bigger.
It's uncouth, the fact that we've got a number one pick.
Yeah, uncouth.
You like that
Yeah, I
one?
did, yeah.
I threw that out on the phone today because there's been a bit of
Oh.
uncouth in some people's lives at the moment, and I'm sick and tired of it. But that's my legend of the week, okay? Now, I kind of touched on my knob of the week.
Yeah.
And you probably don't need to be a rocket scientist to work out who the knobs of the week are. And I use knobs
Yeah, go.
because it's a whole country. It is all those poppy wankers
All the English.
that thought it was coming home. I just had to
Who'd have thought?
because it's just never coming home. And shout out to the Spanish guy and Orizabal, who scored that goal in, I believe, the 87th minute. Was just onside. But he did it for a country and he did it for a whole globe.
A bee's dick onside, I will say.
Well, wasn't
It's
it?
so close to being offside.
So close.
Yeah.
Hey, Wallabies,
Mate, they
they got up.
like unreal.
Yeah.
Like they led really, really well from the start. Let Wales back into the game a little bit. They just under Joe Smith, it's like I
Are
was
you
so
calling a new look squad?
like that. I love everything about them. I got to say,
Talk to
Wales pumped us in the World Cup like 10 months ago.
But from what I heard, there was really dubious refereeing decision, which we don't like blaming the referee.
we played very well.
Are you sure?
I've got to say, yeah, dude.
In the World Cup?
Oh, sorry, in the World Cup.
Yeah, in the World Cup.
In that game when you're getting thrashed by that much, I mean, you can throw that excuse in there.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm saying Wales, like I don't know how good they are now, but we're beating them. We're beating Wales, who, you know, I mean, they are coming last in the Six Nations continuously every year.
That's why I'm holding the phone.
Yeah, I want to see where we are against
The All Blacks.
the All Blacks,
Absolutely.
England, France, South Africa, Ireland, those types of teams. We play Georgia coming up soon, then we go over to Japan. We have to win both those games.
fucking
It's not even
spare me.
it's not even a question. But once
Spare me.
we play one of those really top tier nations, like Wales is a fucking good rugby country, dude.
Look.
Not the last couple of years, but they're a good rugby country. And 10 months ago, we were losing to them. We're getting thrashed. So
They do they love
Welsh
their rugby.
love their rugby.
They love their rugby, but hold the phone. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
yeah, no. You can't be complaining about a win.
But you can't be
complaining about
exactly,
a win. Like,
exactly right.
you know.
We'll go into the sheds and we'll sing our national anthem.
Fucking A.
And we'll sing it proud.
I'm so proud of the result. There's two
We
games.
need to be winning,
Yeah.
and we are winning. But look,
Wales ain't coming here to lose.
no, they're not. Oh, they're not. They're bringing a squad.
Welsh are a proud country.
They're a proud nation, and
Yeah.
so they should be. But let's hold the phone because now we're playing Georgia.
I got to give a shout out to Fraser, who basically
Oh, he's
set up
been
the
outstanding.
first try in that game.
He's been
and
outstanding, hasn't
You just pointed. What did you point at?
he? I was just making sure that the shareholders at home knew we
Yeah.
were still recording.
Yeah, right. She certainly is. No, the first try. I don't know if you saw it or
No,
not.
I didn't
It
miss
was
it.
insane. It was scrappy, and Noah Lolesio gets the ball, throws it across field to I think it was Tom Wright, 5 meters out from our line. He
Who's
throws.
been good, Tommy
Dude,
Wright,
Tom
can I
Wright,
say?
fullbacks, like fucking killing
Yeah,
it.
not
And
minding his language.
gives it to Kellaway. Kellaway on his literally running from the try line to the 5 meter line.
Yup.
Chips it, lands about 20 out, gets the perfect bounce, jumps up, catches it, bang down to Fraser.
Oh.
Just glorious hands. Fraser, right place, right time. I think Quade Cooper came out and said
Did.
he is like one to watch. Like we've known it as shareholders, but Fraser popping up now on the international scene. What did we say? Kid's got to have the 7, and he's going to own that jersey
Own it.
for a long, long time.
10 years.
Fraser runs half the field, pops it to Dalgunu, who's recently come back to the Reds, re-signed at the
Reds,
Reds.
yeah, we
He's
are
back
Red.
home. He's back home. Then Dalgunu scored, and he actually also had an absolute blinder, Dalgunu,
Well,
and he
I saw
got 2 or 3.
Dave Gunu scored that try that looked like it was going, they were kicking for touch.
Yeah.
And then they've kept it
Yeah.
in straight into the breadbasket of our boy
Yeah.
Nongunu.
Nongunu or Dalgunu?
Oh, call him what you like.
His name Nongle.
I'll just call him the flying dang.
The flying dang. Mate,
Or the flying dong.
I seriously
Dongoon.
really, really rate the team that they're putting out on the park.
You like it?
They can defend. They
Well, that's
defend.
key. The Broncos could do with a bit of that.
Yeah, let's dabble that.
We have to dabble it.
We can't miss it because
I am
it's
sick and tired of it.
is it
I am.
5 or 6 on the trot.
It's
Too many?
Don't even want to know.
Yeah, we haven't won since Magic Round.
Definitely 5.
Yeah.
I mean, it's our defence, man.
I mean, we play that way.
And errors.
Yeah, we play that way against the Dragons and like if we play
can't
that,
be losing to the Dragons.
we play that.
dude.
No, we can't.
Like,
we can't be losing.
Not
to
in
Dragons.
our backyard.
Dragons had no Benny
Ben
Hunt
or
and
Lomax.
Lomax.
That's their 2 best players.
Yeah,
man.
I will say Sewer had an absolute blinder.
He
Sewer
had a
was
cracker.
pissed off.
I don't want to say it because he's a friend of the show, but geez, Tristan Saylor's lost his confidence.
I feel bad for him.
I do.
I feel real bad for him.
He's really dropping some absolute sitters. Behind the like they're things that Gilly just catches behind the stuff. So one of the shareholders, if we got some speak pipe for him.
We got some speak pipe, mate. We've got Johnny ripping in here. We'll get the shareholders.
Go, Johnny.
Get this in your ear. I don't know who could it be.
Who could it be?
Alrighty, lads. It's good old Monday. We're getting ready for Wednesday, Arvo.
Is he Mr.
State of
Day?
Origin, the decider, and the question really is, do we all just get a Q shaved into our head?
I like where his head's at.
Oh,
Can
mate.
you touch on that? Because you are wearing a Q. So you're doing a special thing here
Yeah,
at
I've got a Q in my head. Got one shaved into my head for the Carl Webb Foundation, who tragically he passed away of he had ALS or MND.
Yep.
Motor neurons disease, and the Carl Webb Foundation and Xxx, they're teaming up to raise funds with us, and we got Jakey from Baron Barbers who's coming down doing Qs and.
Get your Q shareholders.
He's gonna do some 4Xs if you want.
All right, so 4Xs or Qs. That's game day on Wednesday.
Yeah,
yours looks good.
It's good
mate.
things. Yeah, it's good things.
No, it's massive, and you know, shout out to the Carl Webb Foundation. And I tell you what, actually, shareholders, and to Billy and Co. If all 17 play like Carl Webb, we'll fucking win this game.
No, that's a great.
We'll win
statement.
this game.
That's a statement and a half. I got to give a quick one as well. Harry Walker, couldn't say it last week because we were talking to Gordy. I met him downstairs. He's a shareholder. Legend. Just a legend. I just want to drop his name because he goes, you won't give me a shout out. And I was like, mate, I will.
There you go,
I went to the
Walker.
bar. He was with his missus.
Walker's on.
Yeah. He was with his misso. I went up and thought, I'll go give him a beer. Got a vodka for his missus. She was drinking vodka. Walk over and he was gone. He gapped it. He was gone. He was gone into the wind. And I was like, mate.
We love it.
Anyway, I had a beer and a voddy for you, Harry.
Righto. Well, that's got to be it.
Yeah, mate, you've got things to do, haven't you? Something more important than your 50th episode.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I tell you what, whoever it is and why it's more important, I hope they realise.
Hope it's worth it. Why don't you tell them?
I won't. Well, maybe I will. But anyway.
Shareholders, EP50, we love ya.
This is just... I keep looking at the camera even though it's not going. But, brother, we did it.
We did it,
4X Gold, thank you so much for having the confidence.
Yeah, bruh.
To come in. And let's just fucking celebrate like we do on Wednesday night, shareholders.
Team's coming back here too. Been trying to deal with that all week and whatnot, but they're coming back. 5am license when we win.
And I got work off. Well, you just don't need to know. Queensland by plenty.
Yeah, bruh.
Or we'll take one.
Take half, as Gordy says.
As Gordy says. Let's just lift that shield.